This is a compilation of our latest videos.
We got Wendy's. I definitely said apples and not fries, but okay. 2-year-old's plate.
Wait, those free.
I mean, 3-year-old's plate.
Is this one empty? Is this empty?
It just has her toy.
It has a toy in it too?
Yes.
I know what I got. I got a cheeseburger.
6-year-old's plate.
Yeah. Hey, no, this is my food. You're not a dog. You're not a dog.
He shouldn't be.
Open.
I don't know. I didn't do that. Let me go see. 8-year-old's plate. And the girls have milk, and my son has strawberry lemonade, and the rest of us are having whatever we got. Love you guys.
Isn't this child neglect?
I feel bad for the poor kids. For real, those poor huge kids. It's giving Amberlynn Reed. I asked for an apple with my sandwich, not chips.
Why do you never know how old your kids are?
What you got? That looks delicious, actually.
I know this sounds bad,
Okay.
but that bite was like worth being fat for. Even just for a split second.
You go get him!
To be honest, I almost tasted that first bite. It sounded magical. I ate a really good dessert once and thought to myself, I'll never be skinny.
If you are a plus-size person who is tired of shopping at the same 3 places, please give me 90 seconds of your time and I will change your life and blow your mind. Today, I want to introduce you to Foria Fits, a platform that is designed specifically to help you find clothing to fit your body. Foria Fits centers the needs of plus-size women, non-binary, and trans people, and prioritizes supporting clothing brands focused on sustainability, ethics, and inclusion. It is incredibly simple and straightforward. You make a profile, you put in your information, including your measurements, fit issues you tend to have, style preferences, and then from there, you are able to browse hundreds of brands and get so much information about which ones could be a good fit for you.
This is amazing. Next stage may be incorporating mid-size people. I'm a 12 to 14 in straight sizing, and I have such a hard time finding stuff that actually fits me. I am not just a larger skinny person.
It gave me 0 options after I chose my options.
Have you heard of the 3-bite rule?
What's the 3-bite rule?
It's the 3-bite rule, and basically you take the first bite to satisfy the craving. The second bite to savor the flavor. The third bite, okay, you're good. And then after that, you're pushing it away.
Nailed it. P.S. Don't take advice from toxic skinny talk. But if you can eat a cream donut in 3 bites, respect.
Or respect if you can say no to donuts.
3-bite rule is an ED.
3 bites of things you wouldn't allow yourself on a diet. It is better to satisfy the craving instead of not eating it at all. I was always told the 3-bite rule was that you have to try something 3 times before you decide you don't like it.
For 3 bites, I'd need 3 cream donuts.
Some airlines are reportedly set to launch standing seats in 2026.
I went to the doctor yesterday to get my next one out. And I was sitting there with the nurse and she's like, okay, let's get your height and weight. And I was like, girl, my height hasn't changed since I was 15. And I'm like, why do you need this information? I'm literally like, you're opening me up with a scalpel, taking out a little thing, and like, that's it. Also, fun fact, when she finally took out the next one on and showed me, I saluted it because it was the one I had during college. Anyways, but like, I'm used to it. They always weigh me when they're like, okay, and I stand on it backwards so I can't look at it. I'm not really paying attention. And she was, oh my God, you lost 8 pounds. I don't know what she was referencing to. Like, could she see my weight? That was like a weight a week ago, which obviously I didn't lose 8 pounds in a week, but anyways. And I literally went like this. I went, because I was like, I don't, okay. And then she went, well, aren't you happy? What are you doing? And I was starting to get like annoyed and I went, vibing. Because this also reminds me of a time I was also at a gynecologist when I did this. I think it's when I was getting my Nexplanon put in, and I was talking to the nurse, and I was like, she's like, oh, how's life going? I'm like, good. I just got to grad school in Chicago. I'm like going there in a month. And she was like, oh my god, congratulations. Do all the nurse stuff. The gynecologist comes in, and she was like, oh my god, her congratulations are in order. And I was like, thank you. I got into grad school, and she was like, oh my god, yeah, you lost 20 pounds. But I don't know. They didn't give me a diploma for losing 20 pounds, so. Guys, not that I don't know how I lost weight or gained weight. I never know. But, like, don't congratulate people. You don't know why someone's losing. You don't know if they're sick. You don't know if they have an ED. Like, what? I heard you got into a master's program, but have you considered being a thin bitch?
So basically you are bragging that you started a master's program and are making fun of doctors. Of course you should congratulate someone for losing weight since not all people are deluded like you. You are a bad person. The doctors were nice and trying to make you feel good. And you just make fun of them. Bad.
Lost over 150 pounds in a year cause I was literally too heartbroken to eat after my fiancé, partner of 8 years cheated left me. When my doctor saw me she said I looked amazing, and to keep it up. Crying and asking them not to discuss your weight traumatizes the office and they never do that to you again. Side note, it also traumatizes you.
Because weight determines the amount of anesthesia needed, be it local or general.
Toilet paper. It has like grooves in it. So you stick it in the groove and then you wrap it around and then you stick it in the groove and then you reach however you want to reach.
If you get to the point where you got to buy an attachment to wipe your own ass, it's time to get a membership to the gym, okay?
I could have spent 2 lives not knowing this and be happy.
How do you replace the paper?
Have you been dying to have dinner at Storybook Dining at Artist Point with Snow White, but you weren't sure if you'd fit? Hey everyone, we're plus-size park hoppers, and we range in sizes from 2X to 5X. Make sure you like this video and follow us for more plus-size Disney tips and tricks. On this episode of If I Fit Size Fits, we had dinner at Storybook Dining at Artist Point. This restaurant is located at Wilderness Lodge and is a character dining option where you can meet characters like Grumpy, Dopey, Snow White, and even the Evil Queen. The seating here consists of half booths and tables, and all of the chairs here have arms. This is definitely something that we were not expecting. If we had known this ahead of time, we would have asked the hostess for a chair without arms when checking in. Most of us fit comfortably in the chairs with arms, but one of us did need a chair without. And the hostess was super nice and accommodating and found one for her. For $67 per adult, we got 3 shared appetizers, our choice of entree, and 4 shared desserts. All of the appetizers were gluten allergy friendly. They have an allergy friendly menu available upon request. The shrimp came with a Bloody Mary vinaigrette. Very flavorful and everyone liked it, but I do think there was a little too much celery salt. It should be noted I don't like celery. Next up was the smoky mushroom bisque. This was good in a way that it tastes like smoky dirt, if that makes sense. I think we would all agree that this isn't something that we would ever order on our own.
Ow, we do agree. Pizza and burgers are your thing, we know.
Stars of the appetizers were these Hunter Harvest meatballs. They're made with turkey and chicken, and they were savory, sweet, and just all around delicious. For dinner, almost everyone got the Royal Prime Rib. This came with horseradish mashed potatoes, carrots, and a Yorkshire pudding. If you don't like horseradish, you can always substitute your mashed potatoes out for plain. The prime rib was really well cooked, and it wasn't overly salty like some other prime ribs on Disney property. Deanna really liked the Yorkshire pudding. Katie got the slow braised pork shank. This came with polenta and spinach. She said the pork was very tender and she really enjoyed it. During our meal, we got an invitation to meet the Evil Queen. Honestly, I think she just might be misunderstood. For dessert, we had the poison apple, which was dark chocolate apple mousse with a sour center. We were worried about the sour center, but it actually worked pretty well. Next, we had the cookies and cream panna cotta. This was a surprising favorite, and we loved the chocolate rocks. It actually kind of tasted like the gray stuff from Be Our Guest. Finally, we had the meringue and gooseberry tart. This was tart, but also sweet, and the crust was delicious. It was also served warm, which was a nice surprise. Katie was able to get gluten-free variations of these desserts, and she really enjoyed them. The final dessert was brought out in a chest, and they were enchanted chocolate hearts. Talk about presentation. These were really cute. Overall, we really enjoyed this dining experience, and the character interactions really made it for us. We hope that these tips help and that you enjoy your dinner with Snow White.
Final dessert? How many were there? Isn't this a little too much food?
Most of us fit comfortably. Let's think about that.
Of course you think there should be less celery.
A chair having arms being a problem is a problem.
So, usually I fit in chairs.
It doesn't has to be this way.
We'll take 4 sofas for the table, please.
Tons of fun.
How is the second pair bigger than the first pair?
Has she just had puppies?
Is that the organs preparing an escape plan?
I think I figured out why having a crush on a skinny person when you're fat feels literally illegal. This is something I've honestly been thinking about for quite some time. I feel like as a child, I was always embarrassed anytime I had a crush on someone. And I wasn't embarrassed for me, I was embarrassed for them, which is honestly just sad, but true.
I just want to express my opinion at the start. So basically it's clear that she has a problem. The problem is in her mind. Her mindset is the problem. She is qualifying people on fat versus thin. Why would she always have weight on mind? So she says that weight matters in every aspect of life, and is always aware of it, but if someone else notices her weight, that's a problem.
I think the reason why this is because the thought of me having a crush on someone has always been kind of seen as a joke, if that makes sense. Like in middle school, high school vibes, I remember anytime I had a crush on someone, it was always played up as a joke. Or actually, even anytime I didn't have a crush on someone, like I could literally talk to a boy in school, and like the mean girls would be like, oh my god, you have a crush on him. That's so cute.
But how is that related to your weight?
It's like always infantilized, and I never really understood why. I feel embarrassed having a crush on someone, but now I think it's the narrative that it's cute or like funny for a fat person to have a crush on someone who's skinny, you know? I mean, I also think it being asked out as a joke definitely is a factor. I think that's traumatizing and honestly kind of adds to the entire idea that if you're fat, like your love is embarrassing or gross. And also like the fact that growing up, people treat you like that do want to date you. A lot of times, I'm pretty sure every fat woman has experienced like a man wanting to be with them in private but not in public. Honestly, I think the trauma from that mixed with like the entire narrative around fat people when you're in high school and middle school has created a problem for me because I still feel like this. Like I don't know how to not feel like that. Like there'll be times where I'm like holding my girlfriend's hand in public and I get embarrassed for her. That's crazy. That's so insane. Like I'm like, I just feel like you should be embarrassed to love me, which is really, like, that's so sad, but it's true. I think when you're part of a group of people that's seen as, like, disgusting, and, like, it was, like, 80% of women would say that they would rather get hit by a car than be fat, so, like, it's definitely one of those things that people see as the worst thing that can happen to you. Like, I think, like, a lot of people would be like, oh, you just need to, like, improve your self-confidence, and, like, I agree, but also it's so hard to unlearn all of that stuff that's been pushed down our throats for years. Like, it's a narrative that never goes away. Like, it's never in style to be fat, regardless of what people say that we're promoting obesity and all this shit. Like, that's literally not a thing. But ask if any of the other fat girlies relate to this, but unfortunately, I don't have to because I know many of us have experienced the same thing. So, fun.
Improving yourself will boost your confidence.
Seems odd to me. I have never been embarrassed about any crush I ever had.
Many customers are apparently purchasing footlong sandwiches and eating the entire 12 inches by themselves.
This is not how our products are intended to be consumed. Eating an entire foot of food shouldn't be possible for most people.
Sorry for pushing my body to the limit like an athlete. I'm sorry for being such a fucking high achiever that I can actually do what people don't think should be possible.
It's honestly frightening. I mean, you don't see people eating entire pizzas by themselves.
Hey, come round to my house on a Friday night. I'll show you something you've never fucking seen in your life.
I take that as a personal challenge.
Anytime I see a restaurant with an impossible food eating challenge, I'm always like, is that all?
The Onion is always funny.
Hello, I'm Hannah, and this is my corner of social media, which is all about plus size fashion, body image, body positivity, fat liberation, anti-diet culture. And I wanted to make it explicitly known that this is a safe space for fat and plus size people, because I fear that we just have less and less of those spaces where we are encouraged and celebrated for living our lives loudly and in rebellion of like diet culture and the beauty standard. It's also a radical act to exist in a fat body now more than ever. To witness the mass slim down of the masses from this point of view has been eye-opening and also in some ways, like, just hard, you know. The pressure to conform has been greatly amplified due to the view, the feeling, the reality that weight loss is more accessible now more than ever. And so to, you know, stay fat in this time is seen as an act of rebellion and an act of non-conformity, and people really don't like it when you don't conform to the standard. And we know that, right? We know that as fat people, but now more than ever I know that, you know. And so I just wanted to like take a second to recognize all that is, to recognize how triumphant it is to keep living loudly and unapologetically during this time, and also how exhausting it is. So if you're tired, if you feel let down, if you feel like we're losing allies and advocates, then I just want to make it clear that my little space here will always be open for fat folks. Always. Bye.
The idea that staying fat is sticking it to the man is kind of wild when you think about it. Harming yourself to prove a point. Or the harming will happen anyhow and you are just trying to find interesting reason? She wants to say, people are losing weight and I don't like it. That's not oppression. That's just other people making different choices. Maybe the issue isn't society. Maybe it's the mental gymnastics to try and justify your obesity. You can join the rebellion by eating 4 cakes a day and having a red inflamed face.
Always so grateful for this safe corner you have cultivated. Love it here. One of the few places I feel truly accepted.
Wait, every woman should be able to do 11 push-ups. Regular push-ups.
On the knees, okay?
No.
Oh my God.
Is that 11 push-ups in a lifetime? If so, I'm still behind.
I was so prepared to watch you do 11 push-ups.
Just a friendly reminder that fat phobia does exist. It is real. It kills fat people. And saying that none of this does exist just means you're ignorant, uneducated, and can't critically think. Thank you so much and have a great evening.
Fear of being obese is, and should be, a legit thing. Fat can kill you, not the fear. Or you want to say how people treat fat people? I think it all comes down to the person. You are a disgusting person, but not because of your weight.
Honestly, just lose the weight. I lost 40 pounds and I'm still fat, but my life is so much better, and I never would have believed it until I did it. But saying that everyone is fat phobic won't fix any of your issues unless you lose weight.
Honestly, no. I didn't ask for your opinion on my body, nor did I ask for health advice. Please go where you deserve and stop harassing fat people on the internet.
Don't think I don't notice you fat people. When you sit at lunch with fat people, they always eat the least to try and prove to the other rest of the table that they're not greedy. As soon as they leave the meeting, of course, they get into the car, open up the emergency donut rations. You ain't tricking me. Look at the size of you. So while you're doing your little game of, eating a little bit, pretend, oh no, I'm not hungry actually, you're fucking disgusting. I am proudly fat phobic. I don't want you anywhere the fuck near me. You might eat my dinner. Fuck off.
You might eat my dinner.
Good morning. Can
I have a belt extender, please?
Sorry?
Can I get a belt extender? Sure. Can I get a belt extender? 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 Can I get a belt extender for my seat? Also wanted to ask if I could use the customer size policy today. Okay, perfect.
What seat are you in?
3A.
I will find it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Awesome, thank you.
Thank
you. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, a red one. Also, tell the pilot, let's drive fast because I got to get back before Beyonce drops her album. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Do I need to board earlier for the extra seats or no?
It's pre-board on there, so you'll go in the beginning.
Okay, thank you.
If you can afford to fly so much, can't you afford buying a belt extender?
Maybe you should get a salad.
You need a plane extender, not just a belt extender.
Just a reminder that I am very fat and very sexy.
You had it right. You were on one right there, and then you.
One truth and one lie.
Let's see what we have here.
If you look at the comments on any of my videos about fatness, there are always people trying to convince me that I need to be miserable, upset, concerned, etc., 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 and there, emo, is really only one conclusion to be drawn from that. Hashtag fat liberation, hashtag plus size TikTok.
If you make videos about fatness, people will tell you the truth about fatness. Why is this controversial? You indeed should be concerned.
The thing about being fat and being okay with it is that people of all sizes, mostly people that are thin or are on a weight loss journey or whatever, they get really, really upset about it. And they want me to be miserable. They want me to be upset that I'm fat. And when I'm not, and when I actually like it, and when I actually
like it, what exactly do you like about being fat?
Thin people, formerly fat people, are obsessed with happy fat people.
I just think you are manipulating reality. Formerly fat people know for a fact that you are bullshitting. You cannot fool them. They know from experience the difference and how they felt as fat.
And when I actually like it, and when I actually have good style, when I'm actually having fulfilling sex, they get really upset about it. And one of the only conclusions that can be drawn from that for me is that oftentimes, in my opinion, is about their own hatred of themselves and their own inability to actually love themselves. And so when they see people like me that are fat and actually are completely fine with it, it is so enraging to them because there's like something that gets brought up in them that they feel like they need me to hate myself so that I can be alongside them as they hate themselves into thinness.
Yes, we need you. Please help us. To conclude, people are not upset that you are not miserable. You are miserable and want everyone else to feel that way. You want to sound so smart. But do you actually know that gym increases your IQ? Jokes aside, exercise has been shown to positively impact brain health and cognitive function. Physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, boosting the delivery of oxygen and nutrients that enhance neural connections and brain plasticity, and stimulates the release of chemicals like endorphins and BDNF, which support memory, learning, and problem-solving abilities. So, thin people are smarter than fat people. Go to the gym.
Their pain and effort is in vain if the people who are bigger than them get the prize anyway. The price is just living a happy life, love, and eating food by the way.
Is because we see through the bullshit because we were once in your shoes. It strikes a chord with us internally.
Babes, it's because they may literally be hungry, I think. Calorie deficits make people have brain fog and be cranky. LMAO, literally.
I know this may be a joke, but again, bullshit. When the body enters ketosis, a state where it burns fat for fuel instead of glucose, it enhances cognitive function, mental clarity, and it reduces brain fog, as ketones provide a more stable and efficient source of energy for the brain than glucose.
What's easier than working out is just tell people that you used to weigh 300 pounds. That's a lot. They don't know, you know? So, I've never weighed 300 pounds, but I look pretty amazing for a guy that used to weigh 300 pounds. You're like, yeah, I got tired of being tired, all right? You know? Today's my cheat day, obviously, but normally I'm pretty strict.
He hacked the workout system.
Confidence comes from within, not from a certain body type or body shape. Confidence comes from your belief in yourself and your self-esteem.
Bullshit. Confidence is built over time through experience, skills, and accomplishments. Confidence is earned through success, overcoming challenges, and learning from failures.
My fatness doesn't devalue me.
Why?
So I'm an 8.
Why doesn't it?
Yeah,
Why
okay.
is it that your
Why
own
ask her
assessment of
to
your
tell her
looks
that her
has
perception's wrong?
nothing to do with how the external world perceives you? That's my
Because
problem.
I don't give a shit. You
Right, because you don't
decide.
care, so there's no
I
real
don't care
value
about-
judgment.
I don't care about other people's
how can
opinion
the-
of
how
me.
can
It's
you
not more
speak for
important
the
than the
rest
opinion
of
of
the
I want of
world?
myself.
Yeah,
And
it
if you
is.
don't-
If there's a value judgment of how you would self-assess your own looks, the only possible conceivable metric I could even think of would be the perception of how other people view you for your value judgment
And
of
I
how
was in a
you look.
relationship for almost 8 years with someone who thought my body was the most beautiful thing he had
That's what I'm saying,
ever
you
seen.
decide.
I have been pursued by many men who think I am gorgeous and beautiful. That perception exists whether you have it or not.
Okay, so assume for a second, I can envision a world where you're the only human being who's inside of the world.
And guess what? I'll
And
never
if
be
you're
the only one who thinks
and
I'm
if you're
hot,
the-
and I know that bugs the shit out of you,
if you're
dude.
the only human being who's inside of a world, I can perceive that I can come up with whatever metric I want for myself because I have nothing to compare it to. So if I have nothing to compare it to and I have nobody else's value judgment, then I can say I'm the most beautiful person who's ever lived, and that would be true. But if I have the value judgment of hundreds of millions of people to compare the standard to, and I know that I'm below that threshold and just decide that I'm above that threshold anyway,
I'm not the only
that's not
person who
based
makes
on
that
anything
decision.
objective. You're just making shit up.
No, I'm not, babe.
Wait a second. Not giving a shit is how you ended up 400 pounds in the first place.
I'm sorry? 400 pounds? Ugh, so rude. Make that 600.
Can fat acceptance truly be all it's cracked up to be? Let's break this down and find out.
Are you worried about walking long distances on your Disney vacation? Hey everyone, we're plus size park hoppers. We range in sizes from 2X to 5X. There's only one company we trust when it comes to our theme park scooter rental, and that's Gold Mobility. Walking 5 to 10 miles a day can be overwhelming, especially if you're in a larger body or have limited mobility. If you're afraid this will put a damper on your long-awaited vacation, there is absolutely no shame in renting an ECV. Gold Mobility makes the process so easy from start to finish. You're able to book your rental online and customize what time and where you'd like it to be dropped off and picked up. They're so great at working around your schedule. Gold Mobility's flat rate pricing is so much more affordable than renting directly from the theme parks. And there's no need to rope drop the ECV counter and fear that they'll sell out. On the day of your drop off, they'll text you when they're nearby and when they arrive so you can meet them to pick up your ECV.
Let's take a break and see how this video should have looked like. What you are about to see is an inspirational video that went viral not too long ago. Instead of acting that it is okay to be fat, take this as a motivation.
I spent most of my life obese, so I became comfortable in my discomfort. But 3 years ago today, I hit my rock bottom. I went to Disneyland with my sister, brother-in-law, and my nephew, who is one of my favorite people in the world. I knew it would be challenging because I was nearly 400 pounds at the time, but I didn't want to miss out on this experience with him. Within a few hours, my feet hurt, my back was sore, and I had a migraine. I spent most of the day sitting on benches while they rode the rides because even standing in line was too much for my body. That night, I realized I couldn't keep living like this. I had a vision for my future, but the path I was on was only pulling me farther from it. I used to chase quick fixes because I wanted to change my body more than I wanted to change my life. But this time, I prioritized gaining health over losing weight. I shifted my focus from looking different to feeling different. This time it wasn't about chasing a smaller body. It was about living a bigger life. My life has drastically changed for the better in 3 years. And not only have those years of investing in myself transformed my present, but they've completely altered my future. It's not too late. You deserve to live the life you've been dreaming of. There is so much waiting for you on the other side of your comfort zone. Bet on yourself. Invest in your potential. You have no idea what you are capable of.
I've never been more proud of a stranger.
Now, this is body positivity.
Let's go back to our fat friends.
You can meet them to pick up your ECV. They drop off to any area hotels, Disney and Universal, or your vacation home rental. They've even opened a location in Anaheim where we were able to rent an ECV for our Disneyland trip. Knowing that we were renting from a reliable company in a place that we weren't familiar with was so comforting. It was like having a little piece of home with us over on the West Coast. Which is actually funny because we're not even from Florida, we're from Massachusetts. Their scooters are equipped with the longest range batteries available in the industry, and it shows. Meaning you won't find yourself halfway around the World Showcase pushing a dead scooter to the nearest outlet. Yes, that has happened to us with other scooter companies in the past. They also come equipped with a phone holder, fan, cup holder, and a USB charging port. We love that the chair swivels so you can get on and off with ease, and the steering is adjustable to fit all body types. We often rent the Maxima model, which we lovingly refer to as the Cadillac of scooters. The captain's chair makes it super comfortable.
Captain's chair? You should refocus this excitement towards something else. I don't mean food.
The captain's chair makes it super comfortable, and its three-wheel design makes it very easy to maneuver. They have a whole range of scooters from the Maxima with a 500-pound weight limit to the ones that you can even break down and transport in your car. They also rent strollers and double strollers, walkers, and wheelchairs. They are seriously a one-stop shop. All of their equipment can be brought on Disney transportation. We're talking bus, monorail, Skyliner, boats, even the accessible minivans. This is so convenient and makes park hopping a breeze. Next time you're in Orlando or Anaheim and in need of a mobility device, make sure you check out Gold Mobility.
Scootered over to the comments.
How is this not a wake-up call? I'm too European for this.
I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm too European for this.
As a bigger girl, scooters were never meant for big people. They were meant for people with disabilities or the elderly. As big girls, we need to take some accountability.
Surely walking would benefit you though.
The 10,000 steps a day is a good start. 10,000 steps would translate to walking around 5 miles, or 8 kilometers.
You know what? Your mouth kind of reminds me of like a person from Whoville.
That's
because
fine.
you like lip is not there.
Well, I
But,
can't
like,
help that.
No, you can't. But like, it's just like
Body shaming's
Whoville-esque.
fine until it's all about the weight, right? Goodness, here come the comments.
Why is it that people that love to dish it out can't take it back?
Imagine me deadlifting your McDonald's orders. Bro, take it easy.
What I eat in a day as a fat person who doesn't diet.
Sugar. Sugar. Sugary drink. More sugar. Something weird, but again, outside. With a sugary drink. And a lie, not your typical meal. Where is the sugar? There it is. No way you have so much variety in your diet, but sugar a must every meal is insane.
Everything you ate is so colorful.
The joys of not caring about how you look or your health.
How many calories do you think this is?
Us fat bitches, we don't hate skinny girls. I don't know why on my social media I've been seeing lately, fat bitches hate skinny girls, or fat bitches are jealous of skinny girls. It has nothing to do with that. It's just that we want the respect and the inclusivity that skinnier girls get. Let me explain. One thing I preach about on here is that how regular brands think that they need to make a plus size only type of store that has strictly clothes that they think plus size women would wear. Do you know how mad I get when I go on a website and I see, oh my god, this girl looks so good in this outfit. I want to see if they have it in 2X. So I go over to the plus size section and they never end up having that dress. Just make that stuff at a bigger size. We want that type of inclusivity. Because there are also a lot of people on here who hate fat people and will openly admit it. Why is my life deemed so invaluable because I'm bigger. Where did this rule come from? I'm sorry if me being fat gives you an issue, but none of us fat bitches hate skinnier girls. I don't go on here saying, oh, I want that skinny girl's body. Every now and then there's a kind of thought in my mind be like, oh yeah, if I was only skinnier, that would be great. But I don't go around hating, oh god, she's so skinny, I can't stand her. Oh, her too. Oh god. I would never do that.
Accountability and success are attractive. Laziness, whining are not.
And when you're morbidly obese, there's things out in public that you just don't get to do. You've made a decision to be a fat piece of shit. Yep. And now you have to live with the consequence. I was on a flight from San Francisco to San Antonio, I think. And there was this old lady, wasn't super fat, but she was fat enough, right? And she kept pouring over onto my side.
What race?
White.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would have said bean.
She kept trying to lift the armrest. She goes, oh, I don't fit if the armrest is down. I'm like, well, then you should lose weight. I just said it to her, right?
Yeah.
Do I care? I don't care.
I can vouch for this, by the way.
Yeah.
He has said this before.
Yeah, and then the stewardess, the sky cunt, comes over and is like, what's going on? I'm like, this woman keeps trying to do this. Now I paid for my seat. I didn't pay 3/4 price, right? I paid full price, which means I'm going to get my full seat, and this fat retard is going to stay out of my space.
And what did she do? Suck it in for the rest of the flight?
Oh, Campbell, why are you being so rude? I'm like, I'm not being rude. You are invading my personal space because you have a lack of self-control. That's what's happening.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Normalize weighing airline passengers.
The price of an airline ticket should be adjusted by the weight of the passenger.
You hit me, baby, then. Hit me. You ain't got nothing to do with it. Damn, stop that shit out, bro. You ain't got nothing to do with it. Oh, fuck you. You look up better, bro. Bitch, you better be. You heard?
Is that the lift woman?
Did you know that the gut microbiome plays a crucial role in overall health and weight management? It's a complex community of bacteria and microorganisms that reside in our digestive system, influencing everything from digestion to immune function and even mental well-being. A healthy gut microbiome can improve metabolism, regulate hunger hormones, and support fat burning, making it a key factor in losing weight. When the balance of gut bacteria is disrupted, it can lead to inflammation and poor digestion. By nurturing our gut health with a balanced diet rich in fiber, fermented foods, and probiotics, we can create an environment that supports efficient digestion, boosts energy levels, and promotes healthier weight management. So, focusing on gut health isn't just about what you eat, it's about setting your body up for success in achieving lasting wellness and weight goals.
Are you actually worried about becoming fat?
About to go on a date with a man.
I know that you've been taught that fat is a bad word.
You're so stinking cute. Like, oh.
You weren't sure if you'd fit.
What I ate today as a fatty.
You won't believe what exists out there. Let's dive into some trending fat ideas.
Are you actually worried about becoming fat, or are you worried if you gain weight, you'll have to examine how you've been treating people in different body sizes while no longer being able to rely on your physical appearance as a supplement for your personality? Who said that?
A fat lady. One hell of a fat lady said that. I am worried about my health. I think being fat is a supplement to your personality. Or not even a supplement but the essence.
No, I'm actually afraid of get all the health issues.
Those issues can and do happen regardless of weight.
This argument angers me the most. As if obesity doesn't increase the risk of all diseases. A random person can get lung cancer, does that mean smoking doesn't increase the risk?
Why do all girls think that they're fat? Except for the fat ones.
Bro asking the serious questions.
I was so excited to go on a date in Greece last night, and y'all just wanted to make fat jokes about me. I just don't understand why people make it an issue. And yeah, the video is going pretty viral, so there are a lot of people who don't actually know me who are seeing this video, but I don't understand why it's such a topic of conversation.
Let's see the short video she is referring to and read some of the comments.
Who's currently in Greece and about to go on a date with a man from Greece?
Please don't eat the poor dude.
Male loneliness epidemic. Not lonely enough.
Be careful. Citizenship is what they want.
He's the king of Greece. Burger King.
Not much of a hate comments. Most are about experiences with Greeks. Anyhow.
What does it matter to you that I'm bigger and got a date? Am I taking something away from you? I just want to understand. And for those of you who are like, I was probably a catfish in my dating profile, I can absolutely promise you, no. I am very aware of how I look, probably more aware than you'll ever be. And I post photos on my dating profile that actually represents what I look like in real life. Well, Megan, you were upset that he was so short. I wasn't upset. It was fine. I just didn't realize he was short because of his dating profile, the way it was set up. And I'm not opposed to short men. It was just a factor I wanted to share with you. Because honestly, I thought it was kind of funny that I was towering over this man. Anyway, I still enjoyed the experience. I thought it was a good experience, so you're not going to ruin that. But sometimes you just have to vent. I do have a few more days in Greece. You never know what else could happen.
At the end of the day, she's in Greece on a date and you are at home, not fat, and alone, so piss off.
Let's see the aftermath.
Okay, the date is over. Let's just set the scene. We matched, and now he's like, yeah, I'm here in Hanya, and this is where he lives and works. So he's like, well, do you want to meet up tonight and we can like play a card game or whatever? I was like, why not? His dating profile looked really nice, handsome. Sure, let's go for it. So I didn't want to walk back to the hotel by myself, so I had 2 people come with me so that they could like be near where I was but like not be on the date with me. That way when the date was over I could walk back to the hotel with them. Well, he kept walking and like he kept telling us different places we should go, so they were following us like a bunch of stalkers, which I get can be very awkward. But as I told him, because he was very anxious about it, and I get it, I understand why he would be anxious. First of all, not that I hate short kings or anything, but he was so much shorter than what his profile showed. Like, I was at least 2 or 3 inches taller than him, and I wasn't even like wearing heels or anything. He was very, very nice. He spoke English pretty well. We had a few language barrier issues. We just got a drink. We were chatting, and literally he was so anxious at first. Not for me. It was a pleasant experience. Hey. I'm trying to make a video and my mom is trying to go to bed. And I can say that I went, oh, keep that one on. But now I can say it, you know, at least I tried. It was awkward, but we had a good time. It's still a good learning experience. Nothing bad happened. And you know what? I'm just happy I went for it. You know? You never know if you never try.
So, all in all, just a few hate comments throughout the videos. Even 1 or 2 comments supposedly make the internet fat-phobic. I really don't know why I picked this video to talk about, but the lie really triggered me.
And the back of these, they're so stinking cute. Like, oh, the front. All I can think about is I'm gonna take the cutest photos. I'm not gonna lie. And then look, you guys know I love black and white. And then the back, oh my gosh. Yes, I am gonna take cute photos, not gonna lie about it. And then you guys.
I thought that was a pillowcase.
Please don't show us the cute photos. I just finished therapy.
That's the problem, isn't it? Because I know you don't mean this maliciously,
and I know that you've been taught that fat is a bad word, and that's not your fault. That is what you have been taught your whole life. I say, okay, I'm fat, I'm 5'6", I also have brown hair. They are just objective descriptors. I don't associate negative connotations with that word because I know that that's not true about me.
What is not true about you? Negative connotations? What are good and bad words? Is disease a bad word? Unhealthy? Lazy? Then so is fat. Please don't educate.
Just like someone else has blonde or brown hair, you're not going to go comment on their videos being like, don't label yourself babe, you're not a blonde. When you're fat, it is quite literally just something about you. It doesn't mean that you're a terrible person. It doesn't mean that you're lazy. It doesn't mean that you're like some disgusting beast. All I am begging for is a bit of thought behind what you're commenting. Because calling myself fat, saying I'm big, saying I'm plus size is not an insult to me. That is only an insult in your own brain because of what you've been taught.
Okay, not an insult, but as a negative thing. There is nothing positive in being fat. Fat is nothing to accept. You should fight for your health, not accept or be positive about.
But some people haven't reached that level of enlightenment. We have to be mindful of their needs too.
Yes, I get these comments too, and I know they mean well, but that's the problem. It's just neutral. That's exactly right, and people need to start understanding that.
Start understanding what? A group of fat people gathered and are trying to change the world's view. Who are you to tell me what to think? Yes, I am fat phobic. I fear getting obese because I know the implications. You won't convince me that fat is okay.
Me. I'm fat. Them. No, you're beautiful. Me. Girl, I didn't say I was ugly.
Me. I'm depressed. Them. No, you're happy. Me. Girl, I didn't say I was sad.
Detroit rapper Date the Most sues Lyft after being denied service due to her weight. Says she has been in cars smaller than that before. It really hurt my feelings.
What you saying?
I got no space in my car is small.
I can fit in this car.
You need to order a bigger car.
Yo, he gave her good advice. Go get Uber XL. He could have been like, yo, why don't you call forklift? But no, he didn't. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do that. He wasn't disrespectful.
Do you hear this guy? Why don't you call a forklift?
I didn't say that. No, I did say that. But what I mean is, I'm saying I meant that.
Hasn't she lifted a fork enough?
Come on, man.
It's what we do. It's what we do.
Come on, man. If she was at an amusement park,
yeah,
they not gonna let her on certain rides.
Bumper cars.
Nah,
they just have her run around out there.
Listen, she be at Disney.
Stop, that's fucked up.
That
fell too far.
I mean, she can go to SeaWorld and get paid.
All right, okay. All right, Alex, you went too far.
No, that was crazy.
Went too
You should be able to sue. If you're walking around SeaWorld and someone throws a fish in your mouth out of nowhere, you should be able to sue. You should be able to sue SeaWorld for that. I'm not mature enough to talk about this, yo.
Oh.
Don't ask to talk about serious shit, man.
We're not
mature enough.
So she's a rapper, so like you said, she's getting this much attention.
She got bars, probably.
She got plenty of them.
Kit Kats.
Kit Kat. Stop! I told you to go, Taylor.
Go to another topic.
I told you to leave this topic a long time ago, but you kept on.
Her sandwich couldn't fit in his car.
Oh, no, I'm gonna call fucking Dorito, because what the fuck? Okay, wait. It's this 30 servings per container, right? Serving size, about 11 chips. Oh my god. 28 grams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 6 fucking chips! 6 chips is 150 calories!
Yeah, half of what they have.
That is not 11 chips. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Subtract weight of plate.
They meant broken chips, 11 of them broke ones, lol.
Not eating Doritos is probably better than the 6 chips.
Have you been dying to ride Avatar Flight of Passage at Disney World's Animal Kingdom, but you weren't sure if you'd fit? Hey everyone, we're plus-size park hoppers. We range in sizes from 2X to 5X. Make sure you like this video and follow us for more plus-size Disney tips and tricks. Flight of Passage is an exhilarating simulation ride that takes you soaring through Pandora on the back of a Banshee. There is a test seat for this ride to the left of the entrance. You will need to ask a cast member for assistance in order to use it. The ride vehicle here is very similar to a bike seat. To board the ride, you'll need to straddle the seat and walk yourself forward. forward. We recommend scooting yourself in as far as possible before sitting down. The seat is anti-slip, so once you sit down, it will be difficult to reposition yourself without standing up. The safety mechanism here is a combined back and calf restraint. If you hear a click when the restraints come up, that means you're good to go. If it doesn't click right away, we recommend pointing your toes or sliding your feet in as close as possible. In our experience, if the seat doesn't lock right away, a cast member will come up and help you lock it in. Being able to fit on this ride really depends on your specific body shape. Deanna and Katie both wear a size 3X, but Deanna was able to ride while Katie was not. Those of us who wear sizes 4X and 5X are also not able to ride this.
This park is so fat-phobic. I know that fat activists would say, just existing is not promoting obesity, but this is weight-targeted. You make everything about your weight and you try to normalize this lifestyle. Someone can say that by posting this type of content you are encouraging people to think that you are happy with yourself, don't have weight-related problems and have fun all day long. You are encouraging people to be like you. And in general, does supporting fat acceptance mean that you are enabler, that you are enabling them in their life choices?
Grilled cheese burrito, anyone? What I ate today as a fatty. Good morning. Just a little cream with my coffee. Delicious. Got some Greek yogurt. Adding some true fruit. The blueberry. And don't come for me, you guys add chocolate chips to your breakfast all the time. They're just so good. A salad, a chicken salad. And some watermelon. Water. Much better. Burrito. Very good. Can't forget my sauce. A bite for you guys.
This was just one meal, right?
Can we not normalize this? Normal? It's like 4,000 calories.
I want to gain weight, thanks for this videos.
All she had was a protein coffee, a salad, a burrito, but if she was skinny y'all would be praising her.
She would be if she really ate like this, but clearly she is acting up for TikTok.
One of my favorite things is when the trash takes itself out. Hi, I'm Roy. I am a fat personal trainer.
Hi, I'm Garrett, and I'm a blind driving instructor.
I love being a vegan butcher.
When people get overweight or obese, they only usually average 100 calories above their maintenance. People think it's like, oh man, you cheated, you ate 5,000 calories a day. It's like, no, it's like 100, but it's cumulative. You gain like a pound a month, 10 pounds a year, 10 years it's 100 pounds. You're 100 pounds overweight in 10 years. You started off in shape at 20, by 30 you're 100 pounds overweight, and it just slowly crept up on you.
Something ain't right with your math. You have to consider that the maintenance number has changed. If your maintenance is 2,500 calories a day and you add only 100, yes, you will gain 10 pounds, but your new maintenance will be 2,600. So you need to constantly increase your intake to gain 100 pounds. So you claim that it is not 5,000 calories a day is completely wrong. Indeed, if your normal maintenance is 5,000 calories a day, you will weigh around 300 pounds, which is 100 pounds gain if starting normal weight. 5,000 calories a day equals 300-pound person.
People have all or nothing mentality. People are either chicken, broccoli, and rice training twice a day, or they just let themselves go. And I'm like, why don't you just like work out 3 days a week and eat McDonald's like whenever you want and just have a somewhere in the middle physique versus fat, shredded. There's never just that middle ground.
Some people are just big-boned man.
When Greg is Coach Greg, not only does he not sound like the bird from Aladdin, but he actually gives good advice.
They try and convince you that having high blood pressure is bad. Imagine your blood flowing through your veins faster and harder. Oh, excuse me, sir, you got high blood pressure. Yeah, I bet I fucking do. It sounds to me like it's supercharged. My blood travels at 400 miles an hour.
I know that this is said as comedy, but it's the most idiotic statement. It's about pressure on the blood vessels, not speed or how fast your blood moves. When pressure is too high, It means your heart has to pump harder, and your arteries are under constant strain. Blood speed does not equal blood pressure. You can have high blood pressure with normal or slow blood flow. You can also have low blood pressure with rapid heart rate.
People attacking him do not understand sarcasm.
Did you know getting fat once makes it harder to lose weight forever?
Not feeding this victim mindset.
Forever. As you gain weight, fat cells in your body fill up. So your body then creates new fat cells to give you more storage space. This is called fat cell hyperplasia. But the problem is, even if you lose weight and your fat cells shrink, the new ones will never go away. Having more fat cells makes it easier for your body to store fat in the future. Regardless of how your body weight fluctuates, you're always stuck with the same amount of cells, and the hormones released from these new fat cells can lead to appetite dysregulation, which makes it harder to lose weight in the future. So do your best to avoid getting fat in the first place. But if you did, like me, just know that it will be a little bit harder for you to keep weight off in the future.
This is not true as well. When you gain a lot of weight, yes, your body may create new fat cells to store the excess energy. But that doesn't mean you're stuck with them forever. While these extra cells make it easier to regain fat later, your body can actually recycle and remove them over time through processes like fasting, deep calorie deficits, or long-term weight loss. It's harder, not impossible. Fat cells aren't permanent. They're part of a dynamic system your body can clean up when conditions are right.
Bro, I bulk and cut all the time. It's just cals in and out. It's that simple. Stop complicating shit to confuse people into buying your products.
Dieting is not correlated with weight loss. Well, yeah, fat's a choice. Fat consequences. Woo!
You need to lose weight. You'd be so pretty if you lost weight. No.
I need you to start wrapping your head around the idea that people can pursue fitness without a weight loss goal.
I'm fat because I drink too much red wine and I don't exercise enough.
That's not true. You're not fat because of what you eat and how much exercise you do.
If you think fat people talk about weight a lot, then you haven't been around or lived with people who are fatphobic.
Body positivity wouldn't exist as we know it today if it weren't for fat liberationists, if it weren't for the work of queer, fat, disabled, black activists.
Fat acceptance, the only movement that requires no movement at all.
For the millionth fucking time, existing as a fat person is not promoting obesity. Loving your body and being confident about your body is also not promoting obesity. So fuck off, bitch.